So I am gonna call it right now, and I am going to say that this is the cheapest 2012 Golf GTi in the country. Hello all, welcome back to my channel, Rover Turbo. You meet me on a cold and frosty morning on the way to pick up a new car. It's a little bit unbelievable that a week ago that it was sunny and we were in t-shirts, which is a bit amazing, and we had British summertime begins in England. So I'm on my way now to go meet the recovery guy, pick up the car, we'll get it back home, and then I'll show you what I've bought. Hopefully you'll find this really exciting, because I'm kind of finding it exciting. It's a first for me, and it's one of those, the cheapest I've bought, the cheapest in the country videos. So let's get on with it, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, so here we go. This is the new dead project for the channel. So as you can see, it is a 2012 Golf GTi. It's in pretty good condition. This has been sitting for a couple of months. Small little dent there. I mean, that's maybe dent man. Obviously needs a good wash. It's got bird poop all over it. I don't know if there's a little bit of maybe a scratch. I don't know if that's a mark or a scratch. The wheels, they're like copy wheels. That needs a proper set of GTi wheels on it. So the clue is that. So I am gonna call it right now, and I am going to say that this is the cheapest 2012 Golf GTi in the country. Now I paid £3,000 for this beauty. It's been well looked after. It's got 2 previous owners. It's a 6-speed manual. It's got the uprated head unit. It's got a bigger turbo on it. It's been remapped. It's got Golf R brakes on it. I'm not quite sure whether they're front and rear. So this has been remapped to well over 300 brake horsepower. I don't think it's ever been put on the rollers. The mileage, I can't show you the mileage because the battery is completely pancaked, and obviously you can't crank it, and you can see there's a bit of damp going on where it's been sat for so long. I have to sorry about the sun, but it's a nice car. It's been well looked after. So right, so on to the problem with this car, and as most of you have probably guessed, being the 2-litre engine in these, common problem. This is how it came. So the story goes that it was driving absolutely perfectly fine, and then it cut out. So it's been taken into a garage, and it's been investigated that the timing chain has slipped. So the cams are in the wrong position, so it's been stripped down, ready to be basically repaired. The customer gave the go-ahead for the repair, so that's basically what it's been waiting in a queue to be repaired. So head off, valves obviously checked, new timing chain, obviously new gasket set, and put it all back together. So that's basically my job for this car. All the parts are in here. So we've got new valves, inlet and exhaust, head set, gasket set, timing chain kit, all in here, ready to go. Obviously there's going to be a few other little odds and ends I'm going to need. So this has got with it as upgrades. It's obviously got the APR carbon intake. Obviously the rest of it is in the boot. It's got a hybrid turbo on it. It's had a stage 3 remap and it's approximately 310 brake horsepower. And it's got a stainless steel exhaust. I don't know whether that's from cat back or whether the cat's been removed or not. I don't know. So this is not going to be something that I'm going to be starting on immediately, because I've got other stuff that I need to be getting on with. But I'm going to get the battery off and I'm going to get that on charge to see whether I can get some charge on that, and at least I can open all the other doors, because it looks like they've been deadlocked. So apart from that, I'm actually pretty happy with it. You know, these cars now, you know, in standard form, you go onto eBay and you have a look for a 12 plate GTI. It's got about 112,000 miles, something like that, and it's got really good service history. So, and the chains and the tensioners in these are just a common problem on these. So if you go onto eBay and you look for the prices of these are this age and this mileage, they're going for around £8,000, £9,000. So, you know, it's got to be worth that at least, all fixed, hasn't it? So, you know, for the price that I paid for it, it's just an unbelievable value. So obviously I had to pay extra for all the parts in there, and there's going to be other costs, of course there is, but you know, I like a white car. I'm a white car kind of guy. You need a bit of attention there, a bit of rust appearing on there. We can nip that in the bud. So yeah, new project. So this is something that I'm going to be doing on the channel. So obviously stripping it down, head off, checking the valves, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to do the valve work myself. I might take the head to an engineering shop. If it was an old car, you know, a Pinto or, you know, some other kind of car, I'd probably do it myself, lapping the valves myself. But this kind of car, I'd rather get the head checked, because they can pressure test it, you know, check it for flat, all that kind of stuff, and they can put the valves in, check the valve seats, because if pistons and valves have met contact and they look fine, yes, you can pour something into the inlet port, and you can check to see whether the valve's seated or not. But here goes a horse. Yeah, so that might be something that I might do, take the head to the engineering shop. I don't know, we'll get the head off, we'll have a look, we'll see how bad it is. I've seen on a lot of other cars, these types of cars, it's the inlets, I believe, that all get bent, and the exhausts usually come out okay, but I have seen examples where they've all been bent. So, but luckily I've got a complete set of valves for this car. So yeah, this is something that I'm going to be doing on the channel, you know. So I will be filming it and I will be showing you guys what I'm doing. Right, so there you go. I've just connected my jump pack. So it's got 117,000 miles on it. So obviously it comes with the book pack, service book. It also has receipts from the garage that's been servicing it. It's had new intake manifold recently. You know, it's been well serviced. So yeah, it just needs a good airing. So it's in pretty good condition. That's all stuff in the boot. Got some mould going on in there as well. And you got to remember, this car was never finished. It was started to be worked on, and it was never finished, so the whole lot needs obviously going through properly. Right, I've just taken the battery out. It had 7 point something volts in it, so just connected me C-Tech battery charger up to it, and I put it in recon mode. So it's currently now pulsing around 13 volts. It's going to be pulsing between, 13 to 14 volts into that battery to try and get to bring its charge slowly up. So this may fail and come up with the exclamation mark and just do it again. And I've had that before, where I've recovered dead batteries before in the past, where you put it on charge and it says nope, it failed, but keep trying, just keep doing it 2 or 3, 4 times, just keep doing it, recon, and then eventually it comes back and the battery's actually recovered, and then you test it with the amp drop meter and then check it's got a decent amount of amps still in it, and then yeah, there you go, you recovered a battery. So sometimes when a battery looks dead, obviously it depends on the age, because this is a relatively new battery, but I've had batteries which have technically I've actually had batteries that have been pretty old batteries that have been dead, and using this procedure I've actually managed to recover the battery, and it's gone on and lived another life. So right, so I've sprayed everything up with WD-40 under there. There's no corrosion under there because everything's covered in oil. I've sprayed it all up with WD-40, so I don't know how long it's going to be till I can get to it, and then just put a rag over the top of it. So I've got no idea the condition of the cam or anything else like that, so I need to look at that. So I'm just going to leave the doors open just to get a little bit of air in there, because there's a bit of moisture in there where it's been sat for so long. I might even give the seat belts and that a bit of a wipe over just to get the mould off of them. And that's pretty much it, really. Right, so that's it for this video. I hope you're excited as I am and looking forward to all the video parts I'm going to do on looking into this car and investigating and fixing this car, and then getting it on the road and doing that first test drive. I can't wait to get there. So as usual, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. I'll see you then. Cheers, bye.